belts, and the super spear is landed. The badass to win back the belt.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey, this the Red Carpet Rain here. Turnbuckle King here. We're going to talk about why Jey Uso did not need to lose his championship. Get the likes as you come into the ring. We're going to talk about Jey Uso's recent loss of the Intercontinental Championship to Bron Breakker to make Bron Breakker a two-time Intercontinental Champion. Let's talk more about this whole situation. A bone to pick with this situation, and this is the real bonus round. We know that he had won the Intercontinental Championship from Bron Breakker, but was it right for Jey Uso to lose the title? That's my concern with Jey Uso. Jey Uso, we know, is Yeet. We know that he looked good, and coming up, beating Bron at everything, and to win, we give him that. But think about Jey Uso. I think he should deserve at least a 2-3 month run with the title. I don't think he should have lost it so quick like he did. I had an issue with that. And I know that everybody was rooting for him to win, but we got to realize he had to lose. He only held for 28 days. He had to lose because they had to set up for the Bloodline versus Bloodline storyline for Survivor Series. They had to lose it that way. That's the only way possible. He had to lose. He had to lose. It's the only setup. It reunite him and his brother. Jimmy Uso's back, guys. He's not injured anymore. Now, was it right for him to lose the title the way he did? I would say no. I wish he would have held a little bit longer. Respectively, a 2 to 3 month run with the belt, not 28 days, at least 60 days, 90 days, have some good defenses. Let's be honest. He only had one successful title defense. That was against Xavier Woods on Monday Night Raw last week, in which he did retain. But I think he should have had a little bit longer. And the reason I said because his run hurt the Intercontinental Championship's value and hurt himself. Remember, Gunther held the belt for 666 days up to this year, losing at WrestleMania 40 against Sami Zayn. And he put prestige and literally put the name, put respect gave the respect back to the Intercontinental Championship. He puts respect on his name. Sami continued on. And then, Bron did. We already was mad that Bron lost so quick, despite being a heel. Then Jey loses so quick. So it when you do titles like that back to back to back, losing it after a short period of time, it brings down the value of the championship and what the championship means to competitors. And then we had the whole. Now it was controversy during his title run. Remember the Vince Russo, Rikishi going into it. Check that out on my other channel. Toxic Reign scandal. Yes, we had that as well. That did bring attention to the title, but it also brought it down. So we got to talk about that too. So that was no good, but Jey Uso, he should at least held it for longer than 28 days. We know why he won it. Triple H had the pressure under him from social media, the questions, him not being booked. The Yeet is over. He's on Raw. How could you do this to Jey? That was getting Triple H, and he won. He literally won his hometown. We know how Triple H books in his hometown. That's how it went down. That's how it went down, honestly. And we know that that's how it was going to go. But I disagree with him losing the belt that fast. I'm not mad he lost. I knew he was going to lose some point, but just not that quick. Since he had to lose, I would have waited to give him the title. See, I agree with you on that too, but Triple H had the pressure on him. You never know. Your thoughts on Jey Uso try to get back at the Bloodline storyline? I would say no, Tyler. I don't think he's going to try to go back to get it. What's going to happen with Jey Uso? He will reunite with Bloodline, as we saw in the clip earlier. They will set up for the Survivor Series War Games match, OG Bloodline, as they call it now, versus the current Bloodline. And after that's over, Jey will go back to being a tag team with his brother Jimmy, who is fully healed, and they would start the Usos back up again. He will not be main event Jey Uso. He will not be Yeet Jey Uso. He will be the Usos Jey Uso alongside his brother Jimmy. the Uso Penitentiary, that will start up again. So that's how he came into the game. He was a tag team competitor. He was never supposed to be on his Yeet run, especially this long, especially when the Intercontinental Championship. That was not in WWE creative plans in the beginning when he broke out from Bloodline last year to come on to Raw. So I think it just prolonged his visit on being on Monday Night Raw, being a singles competitor. But I do believe he should have held to the belt a little bit longer. If they did, I understand from their point too, if they had waited longer, he would never won it. So I'm glad he won it, but I'm mad that he lost it so quick. And that's, I know a lot of fans right now are upset about him losing the belt like that. We have yet heard from his dad, Rikishi, on his podcast, Rikishi off the top. I know he's going to have his words regarding his son losing the belt under 30 days. He has not said nothing yet. I looked, I checked. Vince Russo said something, but not his dad, Rikishi. So he definitely gonna have something to say, but it's definitely an L because I want to see how Jey could do as a singles champion. We never saw that before. We're so used to seeing him as a tag team competitor, a tag team champion, a part of the Usos. He was literally on his own. I mean, this is how it started, this whole Yeet thing that I play all the time that goes like this.
Yeet.
So only time will tell what's going to happen. But I do think that the hurt ruined the championship value in himself. I don't see him going back to the prominence like he did. I don't see him regaining the Intercontinental Championship. I don't even see him being on a part of Monday Night Raw roster anymore. He will go back to the SmackDown roster. He will go back to being with his brother, and he will be in the tag team once again. The whole singles run is over. Whether we want to believe it or not, whether we want to accept it or not, that's just the way it is. Do you think Jey will get a new tag team entrance? It's a possibility. They are baby faces now. Jey is my favorite superstar right now. I'm starting to see him win, but I'm ready for the Usos to dominate tag team division. Yeah, they will. And SmackDown's stacked. They made a few with MCMG. You got the other Bloodline. You got Street Profits, DIY. You still got 8-Town Down Under, Pretty Deadly. So they have plenty plethora of tag teams on the SmackDown roster, guys. Definitely. All right, that's all I have regarding why Jey Uso did not need to lose his championship. He lost the Intercontinental Championship to Bron Breakker only after holding it for 28 days. He only had one successful title defense, and a lot of fans has a lot of uproar about it. We are still waiting to see what his dad Rikishi going to say. You guys click the links below. OUT.